quarterfinals. And there's a third clash after two were really cleared yesterday with a Trump Visa and Brecum Chelsea are picking a ticket. Watching it, Gali, to see the side that will join them in that big game later on in Takwa as we get ready for the semi-finals. On the best of that, it's a bit silly, isn't it? And KARELA has got a big advantage here. A lot of time wasted, and Benson recovers well for Golden Kick, brings it forward. That's a lovely play from Golden Kick, stringing passes together. Really in a game, not giving so much respect to KARELA United, though they are the Premier League side. Yes, Samuzu. Leave it for Gripman. We'll have to bring it for it. Yes, again, lovely play by KARELA, managing to stand their grounds once again. Yes, again, bring it. And you can see that this Golden Kick side not in a haste at all to play into this game. It just told you that they've got so much to do. Back to Mate. There's Gripman. Looking for Mumuni, deciding to bring it all the way back. That must be a bit of a wrong decision from the youngster. Brings it onto his right hand side. And has lifted deep now. Looking for Benchum, but he arrives a shoot late. Well, 30 minutes played. And there's the same old story between these two sides. There's KARELA United. We're really struggling to contain this Division 1 side. With the way they really played, he had no lot to come forward again. It's Golden Kick walking into KARELA's box, but what a stop there from Fatal. And the captain really living to the building this afternoon. Nudin. And Golden Kick really playing out well here. Oko Gripman. Here's Benchum. Mate. Gripman once again. Lovely play now to pick his man. Little dummy from there. It's now onto the right hand side. Da Costa. Can he beat this man? 1-on-1 with him. Tips it over. Looking for Benchum on the far side, but Mooney fails to arrive early. And it's out of play for a train advantage. And you can see the fans definitely being elated here with the way these two sides are really entertaining each other. That's a big challenge on the man. All the best of challenge on him. And again, is the man in the 20 jersey who goes down from the silly tackle. And it just tells you that KARELA will need to be a bit careful in the middle where they've got so much of quality, at least to be able to contain this Golden Kick side. Watch it once again. That's a lovely touch from Mate. And just hacked onto the floor. For receiving a bit of medical attention. "15 minutes played. Still nothing to show for between these two sides. Being escorted out of the field in a bit of pain. Golden kicks, free kick. And there's a skip up the side who gets ready to effect it. That's a long drive looking for his man, but there's a bit of activity there. They're staying bit into it. I can see they're just really struggling to contain this Division 1 side. Got 70-minute played. And the story is quite exciting so far for Golden Kick, but for KARELA, they would have to see if they can check their tactics a bit. That's another ball that has been sent across into their box, but they managed to withstand the pressure. There's KARELA bringing it forward. Osman brings it onto the far left-hand side to pick Ismail Dede. Looking for a skipper on the far right-hand side. It looks to be a crossing that is going to be sent into the channel. Looking for Dede again, but a cold grip man deals with the danger. And will stay on the ground. Looks to have picked up in the process. But that's brave from the skipper on the side, just leading by example. Well, he's dealing with it incisively when it matters most. Scoring full marks, at least to be able to twat that danger that was just approaching his penalty area. Let's just look at a crossing again from Fatal. It was lifted deep into Golden Kicks off. Looking straight for the head of Ismail Dede, only to be prevented from finding his head from the skipper. Gripman went down in the process. He's got a height, isn't it? A bit of chit-chats among these players as he's been edged to make it onto his feet. So he has Golden Kicks bench. We're telling you something exciting about some of their players. I've had so much rich experience in terms of playing, even in the Ghana Premier League, especially for the man in the 77 set, Zachary Mumuni. I've had stints with some of the big boys. Troubled a bit, and it's back and now applies it straight with Golden Kick. He stopped halfway as KARELA will have to push forward once again. Run into the traffic of body. That's a clever play from the man. Signs that space. Looking for Ismail Dede. Picks it, but the flag is already up at the far side. Nervy moment for Golden Kick, but for KARELA to be a bit disappointing. The flag really hot in their intentions. That's a clever idea, at least to hit it through that channel. Look at the way with ease, the way he just carries the ball into the traffic of bodies. Still KARELA. Bubakar. Abdul Latif. And that's the foul. Very spotting call from the referee. And once again, Otinia Boas scores full mark with a decision. As Ismail Dede stays on the turf. Oh, it's a free kick at a very advantageous position. 20 minutes already cleared with a bit of 24 minutes left in normal time to be played. Well, here's free kick. Let's see how they deal with this mess that he caused himself. Stay forward a two-man wall. Unless to see if they can block that free kick. And it's going to be coming from the right foot of Abubakar, where most of his players have been pushed into golden kicks penalty box. That's well delivered. Ismail Dede. And there they have the train advantage now. KARELA really doing everything possible to see if they can find the back of the net in this 45 minutes. As golden kick comes for it. And it's Benty wins a free kick. The referee really having a very excited moment on the tap, but just look at that run again from the man in the 40, Osman. That's the culprit. Just running straight into his man, but yes, another lovely movement from KARELA United, but it breaks down, picked by Oko Gripman. 22-minute played. And it's still goalless here. Saba. Gripman. Finds Bentim. There's Da Costa. It's a bit of activity with KARELA winning it. His team finds Ismail Dede. Zakaria ahead of him, but decides to go for the wrong option. And golden kick recovers well. Whistle finally is gone, unless they take care of that emergency. What looks like Ismail Dede is the man on the tap. Absolutely is the one, Ismail Dede. Just look at it. He just stopped. And you can see the referee giving him a bit of final warning there that it's not going to really take some of this tricky from some of the players on the turf. And he's really keeping his tentacles stuck onto the game, unless to ensure that he gets some of those decisions very right. Benty, Ismail Dede drifted into the edge of the area, but is blasted away by Court Gripman. Osman onto the far side. Fatal run into that space, found, and it's blocked. Now Yapwa is coming across it. Oh, there's top of the draw staff from golden kick once again in terms of their defensive machinery. It's just been quality this afternoon. Being able to stand every pressure. Abubakar. Ismail brings it back into the middle. Left head up. Looking for Ismail Dede, but again, Mate is at the right place to collect it. Egi. Falling very deep to help with defensive duty. It's been all over. We'll talk about Egi. Former player of Tudu Mighty Jets. Scored 3 goals in the MTN FA Cup this season, but here's KARELA trying to cause a bit of stir in golden kicks. Ball is blasted away, but the skipper on the side, Fatal, still has it. Nuruddin. Here's Abubakar, lovely chit-chat looking for Ismail Dede. But communication breaks down a bit. And the West is already going up to at least save golden kick, that stress of trying to defend their lines. We just look at it again. That was a lovely place to ensure that this man is giving a bit of tall order in terms of running into those little spaces created behind the golden kick defense. And we're in for the cooling break. And it's the 19-year-old referee. And so far scored full marks in terms of his decision making. Equally yesterday we saw some of his colleagues also handle the game between Park Academy and a Trump division. It tells you the future for refereeing in the country is so much exciting, and it promises a lot of international trips as far as appointment from CAF and FIFA are concerned for some of these youngsters. Well, later on in the evening, we'll be hoping that Kotoko and True Democracy FC will be seeing off each other at the same venue in a game that promises so much emotions and so much rivalry. Watch it once again. This was a lovely moment from Bless Ege when everyone thought that he has pushed golden kick into the lead. While we're returning from the short water break. Well, in case you've just joined us, it's the MTN FA Cup quarter-finals clash between these two sides. KARELA United, who is playing home to Golden Kick FC, have come a long way in this competition after seeing of some of the giants. So there we continue from where we left off. Yes, Ismail Dede stopping his strat by KARELA. Wanted to find a way to keep it. And that's a big board from Yeboah. Well, just really taking your time to deal with this issue. As the Costa brings it back to his keeper, Oko Grapeman. Watches the ball roll over to the goalkeeper, Kofi Saba. And it's back to him again. He'll have to leave it deep, but it's been cut. Fatal. Lovely play from KARELA. He's still in the box now. What is he doing? Azali trying to turn over, but that's a very weak shot, but just missing the pull by inches there. Looking for the far post. What a turn from the young man. And it's Wiafi, after all that dance through KARELA's defense, misses the target. Well, certainly the winner from today's tie will be taking on a Trump division. That's a build up to the semi-finals of this season's exciting competition. Half an hour played. Well, not so much of movement this afternoon. Has been a bit rusty up front. But this was the moment for KARELA. Wiafi decides to go past everybody in Golden Kick's defense, only to unleash a short one onto the far post, but misses narrowly. Abdul Latif. There's Ismail today. And that's the careful for Gordon kicking a shot. They would have to try to deal with this one. Nasiru. There's Abubakar. Back to Nasiru. And it's lifted deep inside to nobody in the green and white shirt. And it's picked by Gordon kick. That's Sergey. That's Yebwa. That's another big cross into KARELA's box. Luckily they managed to keep it on the field. And the referee have got no issues with that at all. Unless it didn't cross the bar line. We'll talk about Gordon kick campaign so far on match day 1 in the MTN FA Cup. They managed to win by penalties, beating Kotoku Royals 3-5 on penalty. They took on Wafa Academy, a game they won by 0-0. And we paired against Dumboats FC. And equally managing to win on penalty 5-4 after a 2-2 stalemate. And here they come, Kofi Ben 2 minutes it in. And Nasiru makes a catch of that. Easy one for him. And your last encounter in this MTN FA Cup was against Hasselhoff after a goalless draw. It was settled from the penalty spot, which they won by 4-3. And a lot of credit to the shot stopper, Kofi Saba. Well, for KARELA, they beat Real 24 hours by 2-0. Took on Exponential and equally winning that game by 4-1 before beating Young Apostles by 0-0 on the Tamale Sports Stadium. At least to set up this afternoon's clash against Gordon Kick. Great man. Walking pace from the back. Da Costa, lovely play now. This could be a bit dangerous. Gordon Kick. It's just a goal that is coming outside net in there. How did he miss that? Edge of the set stuff from Gordon Kick. And you can see the emotions all over from their bench. They cannot just believe it. How did he miss that? Watch it again. Slip the ball over, looking for the run of his shin. And he blasted it into side netting. Yes, Mumuni. Which is the game. The referee have none of that. KARELA decides to push men forward. He can count as many as fought them up. Decides to cool it a bit. Ismail there. That's a long drive. Managed to keep it on the turf. It's going to be a long cross it into the channel. Looking for Wiafi. And he scores full mark with that header. That's Paul Yeboah. Really, really containing the threat of this KARELA United side. What a game we're having. Just 35 minutes. And there's so much taglines to talk about from this fixture. We'll talk about the top scorers so far for KARELA. There's been 4 goals from Hussein Ibrahim. There's no part of today's match day squad. And for Gordon Kick FC, they've got so many people getting their names on the score sheet. The likes of Danlad Nuhu, Moses Adokwe, David Amuzu, and Biwadin Tete. And he's inspiring them to the stage. That's another crazy challenge on the far side. And it's Isuddin. There's the crop pitch on that occasion. Here's Samadou. As he watches on from the bench. Ishen. Benching. This is back infield. Zakaria. And KARELA wins possession again. Dede onto your feet. Here's Samuzu. Yepua. Looking for a game, but the flag is already up on the far side. The striker fails to read in between the lines and see if he really was onside. Fails to read it clearly and not being penalized for that. Nuruddin brings it up front. Clever play looking for Ismail Dede. 1-on-1 with the keeper, but looks like the flag once again is offside. And you can see the striker absolutely mad with that clever save from his colleague. 37 minutes. With less than 9 minutes to play for in the first 45 minutes. Bearing additional time. That'll be added on by the centre referee. That's a very long drive, picked up by Nasiru, hit it back to his keeper. Fatal, the former Hasselhoff man, who also had some stint with the Black Stars. He's played so many years with the Phobians, where he guided them to a lot of silverware before leaving them finally. That's Osman. Osman on the best of it, fails to hit it well. Hits it from inside of his boot. That's a silly decision, isn't it? Oh, just watch it again. That's a caught grip, man. Just with a little touch to take his colleague Mate. Just look at that shot from Osman. A bit needless on that occasion. That's brilliant stuff. Golden kick. Trusting forward from the far left hand side. There's two of his colleagues in the box, still looking for lots of options. Decides to draw it back. Clever play from Golden Staff, still managing to keep the pressure on KARELA. That's Ege looking for a bit of help. Finds Da Costa. Zakaria, and it's up. The midfielder. Nothing to really write home about. Just blasting it into the crowd. And you can understand why most of the fans within the stands are a bit taken aback. But it's been a good showmanship for them so far. With the way they've been able to contain the pressure of this KARELA side. Really keeping their hopes of crossing over into the semi-final alive. 5 minutes to play for. And the big question is, can Golden Kick hold on? Running right out again on the far side, but it backs down. And once again, it's David Amuzu, who fails to pick any of his men in that blue and red shirt. As KARELA have the advantage. Always changing some passes together and bring it forward. From deep their own half, that's Nuruddin looking for Ismail Dede. And the supply has been cut. Yes, Mumuni, 1-on-1. Mumuni, it's got the edge. Mumuni And it's been stopped by Gareba. What a play from this golden kick side. Not retreating at all into this encounter. Really taking the game to this KARELA United side. No respect for the Premier League big boys. Absolutely. They are not showing any sign of that here at Babaya Sports Stadium. It's been an even game. Unless they've got an opportunity now to try something from the far corner side. And guess who is the man in a tricky set who might be letting himself to take it. Samuzu brings it across and Nasiru makes the catch. So simple. We're talking about David Amozu. Has been a player for Tram Division and also Great Olympics. He scored 5 goals in the Division 1 league this season, taking his goal tally this season for his club to 5. With an additional one coming in this competition. And Sergey picks it. This is Shen instead. Looking for a bit of space. And oh, that's a clever stay from Nasiru. What a way to prevent that one. He will not be beaten this time around. Just watch it how this. The man was able to latch onto the end of that and delivers that one, curling into the top corner. But again, the goalkeeper needs something special to keep that one out of his own net. But they pile on the pressure here. The far post and the side netting. And they've been way beyond the bar line. Goal kick, KARELA. There seems to be in some pain. That looks to be a Shen. After blasting that one wide. We're talking about golden kick in their seasons. Versus Bank Division 1 League, they lie 11th. With just 25 points. After match day 21, scoring 23 goals and conceding 21. It tells you that they've got a leaky back, but not in the MTN FA Cup. That is how special this competition has been to them. One of the farthest they've come so far in terms of the club's history. And they'll be looking to solidify that this afternoon even further. We're talking about KARELA themselves. It's not been the best of campaign for them in the Ghana Premier League. Now in 15th. Only separated by a point from the bottom side. Legon Cities and Swatryman who've opted out, and Accra Lions. But here is another attempted play from golden kick, but the whistle is up. 45 minutes have been exhausted. And 3 minutes have been added on. And Nasiru starts it all over. That's Gareba. Fails to pick the man in a 13-8 set. Izudin. Fatal force it back to Yafi. Izudin. That's another wasteful hit. From the left winger. It's not been really enterprising into this little exchange.
doing a minimum of 2 minutes of added time. Minimum.
Yes, Ben. In here. Try to go long. The best of this is it. There's a lot of his colleagues were just waiting at the receiving end to pounce onto it, but he decides to hit it long to see if he can trouble goalkeeper Nasir. Well, just look at it. He's just running out of ideas in the final set. What trying for KARELA for top exit, and it's back to him on the far right hand side. We'll have to drop it into the middle. It's a big kick, and that's crazy stuff there. And there's Zakaria that have been hacked onto the floor. I'll speak about Zakaria Mumuni. Has been one of the most promising players for this golden kick side, especially anchoring the midfield quite well this afternoon. As we are into the last minute of additional time. Here's Zakaria Mumuni bringing it forward. A bit of twisting and turning. The former Adriana FC player comes off somebody. And a confirmation of the yellow card for Abdul Latif of KARELA as they try to attack. Golden kick from the left hand side, now drifted onto the edge of the 18-yard. This is Ismail Dead. This is a big moment. Kofi Saba, could this be the opener? Oh my goodness, Bravey at its best. How would you describe that? The last activity to end the first 45 minutes. Nothing short of remarkable. The summary of golden kicks, defensive exploit in the first 45 minutes. As what we've just seen in the last few seconds there. Watch it once again.
And true democracy, remember from now till 5 p.m.
Miscommunication onto the edge for Ismail Dede. Thought he has been goalkeeper Kofi Saba. Empty net. Don't want to stop there.
So call your family and friends at home.
What a way KARELA would have walked into the dressing room had they found the back of the net.
Before 5 p.m.
Very lucky on that occasion. That was a big opportunity for Ismail Dede to push the Tamale side into the lead. Well, it's half time in the quarter-final class of the MTLFA Cup between KARELA and Golden Kick. Don't go anywhere as we cross over to the pitch side where my colleague Naji and Gattuso are on standby.
You downloading my Momo app no. Now what you biara. So what the app no did you ma? Omonto she. O manisika o utiaka o. Ah, ni na omonto she.
Don't miss out. Download my Momo app no and then enjoy zero charges. Our Momo transaction be over here weekend no. Just Momo 8. TLC apply.
MTN.
Hey, why you make smile this evening?
I just realized all the Momo transactions I did today had zero charges. The money I sent to you for the market, no charges. Oh. The money I sent to Ajua in school, no charges. Even paying my 10 libras or so, no charges. Every single payment I made, no charges.
See, that's why downloading my Momo app was a great move. Every weekend, transactions on the app comes with zero charges. Send money, make payments, all for free.
MTN.
Okay, so live again at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. This is the MTN FA Cup quarterfinals. Golden Kicks versus KARELA, and it's 0-0 here at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And Najib, we saw lots of action, end-to-end action, but the two sides they've not been able to find the back of the net. They've created so much chances, but it's been difficult getting the goal. But don't forget, viewers live on Metro TV, live on Alpha TV, Original TV, and of course Joy Prime at Doom TV, and on the Ghana Football Association app. This is the MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Najid. Tough game for the two sides.
Yeah, it has been a midfield battle. When you look at Jibril Nuruddin, Abdul Fattah Latif, the midfielders for KARELA. And you know the system that KARELA is playing, that 4-1-4-1 system. Abdul Latif have been the man who is standing in front of the look at the kind of chance that bless God. Yeah. And I'm surprised. So to me,
I think that was the biggest chance in the game.
That was the biggest chance in the game. And you know, Golden Kicks, in the first department of the game, they will try to frustrate you. But when they come in the second half, then they release all the
Okay, so talking about the second half, what do you think Coach Parker should do for Golden Kicks, and as well as Coach Nuruddin for KARELA United?
I saw something at the back line of Golden Kicks. I think that the communication is a bit poor. So the Coach Parker needs to talk to his players, and their transition from defense to midfield has become
very slow.
Very slow. And I heard the coach shouting to the defenders, when you get the ball, quick, let's play a quick game. If not that, KARELA always cover them up. So I think that they should also look at their transition.
Okay, so I'm starting from the base. Golden Kicks, I'm talking of Golden Kicks. They've been able to string their passes together. They start war. I mean, they want to possess the ball, but when it comes to the final third, they've been finding it difficult. And that's where I think Coach Parker should be looking, talking to his boys in the dressing room. Still live from the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. This is the MTN FA Cup quarterfinals. Golden Kicks versus KARELA United. But Najib, there is an interesting stuff coming from the Ghana Football Association. You see the red stands, and they are saying for now till 5 p.m. wherever you are. If you're watching us live, the red stands and the green stands, you can come in. It's for free for now till 5 p.m. I mean, this is fantastic. From the Ghana Football Association, the communications manager, Santi Chum, is also here, and I think it's very laudable. This will, motivate a lot of football fans to come watch the MTN FA Cup. It's been an interesting game right here at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium, Najib.
Okay, let's say a big thank you to Ghana Football Association for this laudable idea, because just opening, I think it is the green and the red stands. Yeah. So from this time up to 5 p.m. it's free when you come in.
That's the, they call it happy hour?
Happy hour, that is the happy hour. Oh, okay, I think it's good, it's good. We've seen the communication director of the Ghana Football Association also here. We've seen competition, all of them are here, and I think that is a good news for. So wherever you are, if you're in your various homes, just rush in, just troop in, and come and take your seat, because at exactly 7 p.m., Kumasi Asante Kotoko is also playing with True Democracy.
Once again, let's commend the sponsor, that's MTN, for supporting this initiative, the FA Cup. They've been supporting for a very long time, and every year they've taken it upon them that they're going to support football. Like you said, they should shift more to the Premier League so that the clubs will enjoy something from MTN. But don't forget, very soon the second half will commence right at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Let's also say a big thank you. We come to officiating. A big thank you to the organizers. I mean, Mr. Wilson Atta has been able to, the MTN FA Cup committee chairman and the team. They've been able to put this thing together, and the final will come on in the final will come on in Accra.
Yes.
Yeah, in Accra, and it's going to be an interesting one in Accra. But this is the quarterfinals, so the people in the Ashanti region should also enjoy the MTN FA Cup. You made mention of officiating. Yes. This, I mean, I'm so amazed with the kind of officiating we've seen in fact, from yesterday and today. FIFA retired referee Alex Cote is here. Yes. He's the match commissioner. He's making sure everything is in place. But look at the young boys officiating this game, Najib.
General, let's be realistic. If Ghanaians, if football people will remember Keto Kreku, it is this initiative. I think that this is a legacy that Keti Okreku have left for Ghana football. and he needs to be recommended. He and his ESCO. So to me, I think that look at this wonderful officiating. I was just sitting there watching the guy say, so we have boys that can officiate in big matches like this. They have that courage, they have that vigor, they have that vim to officiate this match. I think that it's a laudable initiative from Iketi S. Okreku, from the assistant referee, the fourth referee. Perfect. Everything that they are doing here is on point. And I was looking at some of his decisions that he
I was coming to that on a scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate the match official so far? Even though it's just the first 45 minutes plus 3-minute time added on Naji.
You know, I'll give them a pass back on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll give them 8. To me, for the first department of the game, they have been marvelous. All their decisions are right. Timely interventions, and look at his positioning. That was what I was watching him, because sitting down there, I look at their positioning, where the ball goes and where they stand, and to me, they've done really well. I'll give them 8.
Okay, but for me, yesterday and today, I've seen something about our football. I can see the DNA. That's the agro kind of play.
Yes.
You know, they are having fun. It's MTN FA Cup. They are having fun. I love the way they are possessing the ball so far. I mean, looking at KARELA football, United Football Club, and also Golden Kicks. I love the play. I mean, the tactical play, the way they possess the ball. It's been amazing. It's been fantastic. I'm seeing our football now. You know, those days when it comes to when it comes to African football, you can't mention any country without mentioning Ghana.
Yes.
In the first 3. Our plays the agro football. I'm seeing that this afternoon between Golden Kicks and also KARELA United. So if you're watching or if you missed the first half, make sure you are by your set on live on Metro. It's live on Metro TV, Alpha TV, Original TV, and of course Adum TV, as well as Net2 TV and Joy Prime. It's live. Make sure you stick by your set and enjoy the second half right from the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium, and also the Red Stands. If you are home watching and if you are in Kumasi,
yes,
you can join us at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. This is the Red Stand, the Green Stand is at exactly 7 p.m. There's another game, and it's going to be massive. Kumasi Asante Kotoko versus True Demo. That will be an interesting game. So if you want to enjoy that game, come in before 5 p.m. It's free for now. That's the Red Stands and the Green Stands, Naji.
So, General, as I said, that if Ghanaians will remember Kurt Okreku, it's about this initiative. This Catch Them Young referees. If you don't remember Kurt for this initiative, they are going to remember him. And let's say a big thank you once again to Ghana Football Association. The director of communication is here, so he has given the order. The Green Stars, the Red Stars is free. So just troop in.
You don't know.
Okay.
Then stick and stay with us. We will tell you about more about True Demo, and of course the Kotoko game. And that game is 7 p.m. But for now, second half between Golden Kicks and KARELA United. This is the MTN FA Cup quarterfinals. We'll be handing over to our commentators, and of course, that's Victor and Naji will be taking over the second half. Stick and stay with us live from the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium, live on Metro TV, Original TV, Alpha TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app, Adum TV, and of course Joy Prime. Enjoy the second half. Over to you, Victor.
Well, thank you very much. As we get ready to bring the second half your way, it is an exciting exchange between these two sides in the MTN FA Cup quarter-final clash. Well, we shall be seeing the two teams walk onto the field very soon as we get ready for the second half that promises so much. If it takes this way after the 90 minutes of football, it means that we'll have to head to separate the two teams from the penalty spot, where lots of drama is expected. We've already seen some of those drama spill in the first game between Trump Division and Park Academy. Luckily for Brecum Chelsea and Bechem United, and was Steven Amankuna's goal that prevented them from separating each other's quality from the penalty spot. Let's see if these two teams can really follow in that step. If to be a winner within the normal 90 minutes, I would have to move for the penalty shootout to separate the two teams. Well, cross-section of the fans here for you, really enjoying the game. Fans still trooping in. As you don't need to be told, most of them are Kotoko fans who are eagerly awaiting the match at 7 p.m. when the Porcupine Warriors take on True Democracy FC in that penultimate game of the quarter-final exchanges. Well, a bit of music all over the stands, so let's for it to keep the fans a bit. That's it. As we see the two teams also prepared. Well, it's fast to resume from where we left off in the first 45 minutes. Quality scenes all over. So that is the character side, and you can see the likes of Yaya, Osman, Patel, only speaking to his colleagues. It's a big 45 minutes, and business will need to be done within that time frame. Unless to spill or stop them from experiencing other emotions. And the penalty, they say, is a game of chance. We'll be expecting to see some of these faces in the second half as Coach Nuruddin Amadou likely to throw in some of the quality cards he's got on the bench. The likes of Fidas Mohammed, Habilu Al-Hassan, Rufai Mohammed, all waiting on the bench, at least to enjoy the share of this big game. While we're waiting to see the Gordon kick side, of course you can see them having a little bit run on the sideline as we prepare for the two teams. Well, so it looks like we're just getting ready to kick off from where we left off. And we expect the business to be done in the next few minutes. As the referee for today's game is just ready and on standby to blow his whistle for the commencement of the second game. As he takes a look at his watch. Otini Abua. It's a bit of activity, and he holds it a bit, showing that everything is intact before we commence the game. KARELA looking to line up two substitutions already. And you can see the likes of Adamu, just standing by. Just one we know they'll be coming in for in these early showers for some of the players. That's Fifi Parker, Alex having a tete-a-tete with one of his technical team. That's the CEO of the team, actually. He'll be a very proud man. So Osman is off into this game. And here comes the man in the 50 shot, Alassane Adamu. And you can see Osman Ibrahim will join the bench. And for Golden Kick, the man in the 45 shot has just been thrown inside. And that's Adumba Kofi who's just coming. Here we go for this exchange between these two sides. And I see that's a lovely touch quickly. He will have to touch the ball from the far side. That's to Costa. A lot of passes happening at this moment. And it's back to Golden Kick's fault. Back to Saba. Just got a great man. He'll wait for it. Yes, here, boy. British marker. Lays it up front, looking for Ege. Well, there's more coming by the man in the 21 set for KARELA United. And that's Abdul Rahman Yaya. Who's been very busy at the back for the Passion and Pride boys this afternoon. KARELA now coming incisively at Golden Kick. This is going to be a bit of crossing into the channel. And Saba is at the right place to claim it. And it's been a real difference for this Golden Kick side. Have really kept them intact into this game. With those clever saves. And those bravery moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. That's a long one up front. Looking to pick the man. De Costa brings it inside, looking for Botchin, and again it's well defended. Abdul Rahman Yaya, let's prevent that one, and KARELA will come for it. No thinking by the man in the 11 shot. Has got a speed to deal with him. No, that's a lovely hit there. Can you believe it? And that's Nuruddin with that lovely hit. That's Golden Kick or Rick Grip Oliver from the back. And still Nuruddin finds Fatal, and it's back to Nasiru. It's back to Paul Yeboah, giving an incisive chase by Riafit, who drops it deep to find Nuruddin. And KARELA chases it, waits it, brings it forward. Not the best of touch. Yeboah waits it for Golden Kick. Owusu brings back to Gripman. Yes, Yeboah. Now let's from the left-hand side, hit it into the middle. Mooney, that's a clever play into KARELA's channel, but Nasiru really keeping his eyes stuck onto the ball. Wonderful movement, unless to prevent that one. Yes, Fatal coming forward with it. Sensing another decisive crossing into the tunnel. And that's clever play as they continue really threatening Golden Cakes territory. And this is where Golden Cakes will need to keep their focus intact in today's game. In this dynamics, that is where KARELA becomes a bit problematic. Gripman coming for it. Yes, Yeboah. Also, sending this off for Dumba. Confirmation of that substitution for you. It's moving. It goes for the hit. Oh my goodness, that's a clever hit. I don't want a way to stop it. Oh, just watch it once again. Zakaria moment in the former Adriana FC man. Really hitting it from outside of the 18-yard, and it's got that power, that stinger. Unless the trouble Nasiru, who really managed to prevent it from entering the back of his net. Here it comes, and again will struggle to find the target. The man in the 99 shirt, Blas Age. What a player he's been, real discovery in this MTN FA Cup. It's still Golden Cake, troubling KARELA's defensive line. And they managed to run out of that trouble. Walking pace. Zakaria. And KARELA wins it again. So it's a bit lovely activity between the two clubs, struggling to corner those balls at the moment. Just the referee have got other ideas. Let's see what the decision is. And you can see he's really handled the game well this afternoon, or this evening, if you want to say. Just 19 years of age. Is that not inspiring? KARELA have found so much expectation for the man who led Summertex 1996 to their first ever Ghana Premier League title back in 2023-2024 season. Amadou Noudin will step into the shoes of coach Jimmy Klobler, who's struggling to grind the results. And so far it's been pretty well for him as he's looking to create another history with his KARELA side as they seek a semi-final ticket. Altemu running through the traffic of blue and red shirt, brings it back to Yafi at the right hand side. He'll have to cut in. Looking for Fatal. Can he keep it? He keeps it, brings it across. Who is at the receiving end? And that's Kofi Saba. Makes that catch. Just wondering which of the balls is going to beat that man in between the stakes for Golden Cake FC. Really red hot talent between his own area. That's about right. And the captain apologizes. Let's just look at this crossing from him. A few seconds earlier on, came off the header of Ismail Dede. 54 minutes here in Kumasi. And the story is still the same. Nothing to separate these two sides. Let's see a cam of the hand of the man. Bless again. And the referee very close to the action, pointing to the spots. As KARELA tries to restart all over from their own area. Nasir. And that's a long drive onto the far left hand side. Adumba drops into the middle. Left for Mumuni. Lovely play. Again, plenty of space. A lot of time wasting. This Mumuni. My goodness, that's a lovely hit. Fails to come below the crossbar. That would have been troublesome if it has been kept low a bit. And again, a lot of time wasting from Adumba. A lot of indecision from the youngster. Just look at it again. That's a clever hit. To him on the edge of the area. And Gariba needs to be given a bit of credit for that. Unless trying to interfere with that movement from Adumba. Well, we've seen two clubs cross over into the semi-final already. Atram Devisi and Bekum Chelsea. And we've seen a lot of big casualties this season. Hasselfolk, S17, Mediema, on shot and stank. In tackle by Park Academy. Bibiani got starts. We're surprised by Atram Devisi on the Tuba AstroTurf. And the story is endless. And it's a tournament befitting its slogan, Obia and Obia. So in case you are an English person walking, the slogan simply means nobody's is anybody. It tells you that title, so it tells you that glory and honor do not count in the MTN FA Cup. You can be beaten by any team. And it's KARELA's corner kick. Fatal to take it. Don't complain a bit about Hasselfolk. An inspiring form at the start of the season. As we get ready to receive this corner kick. Guns flashed out, but a bit of trouble here. Abubakar, it stays. He lost everybody. Back to Fatah again at the right hand side. And the ace winger this time around. Very feeble. Well, there's the trouble. Yes, we are free. He's got upstairs. Drops it back to his captain. You see the referee will not have any of that. Very close to the action. As most of the KARELA players were just looking for the penalty. And they win a corner kick instead. Well, let's look at it. Chipped over. And as the player lies in golden kick. 18 yard. And it's a bit of temporary hold up as we attend to this man who seems to be in some deep pain. Perhaps would have to be escorted out. And that's Zakaria. Here you can see the Kotoko colors all over the stadium. Though it's KARELA taking a good kick. As Ismail Dede prepares that one from the far left hand side. Nuruddin brings it out. There's Kariba. Fatal. And the best of backflip from Nuruddin. Wins the sympathy of the referee. And that's another heel tussle between Adamu and Amuzu once again. With advantage staying with a golden kick man. Sergei decides to bring it back. Still love to attack. This is where they need to be very careful. I was just wondering what he was trying to do. Well, he's got so much options, but decides to hit it back to his goalkeeper. Saba lifted it deep. That's bent him, goes to the ground. And he wins it. But you can see Benson have been giving a real activity to Ismail Dede at the far side. It's been really a torn in his flesh this evening with the way he's playing. But let's see what golden kick has got off up from the free kick that has been rewarded to them. As the referee gets the ball ready, delivered inside. And it looks everybody a disappointing kick in the end. Well, perhaps could have taken it better. So much power on that ball that it loses everybody, including even the goalkeeper, Nasiru. There must be a happy man as they now have the advantage to send a long drive up front to see if he can pick any of his forward men. Always been a bit casual into this game. As Mumuni brings it back. Referee up none of that, quickly taking, places advantage on to the far side. The next man that was being fetched for. But it's just too heavy. Now Zakaria seems to be limping on the best of sides. But it's a warming up party at the far side for KARELA United, as they have most of their men warming up at the far side. Likely to be seeing some new faces being thrown inside by coach Nuruddin Amadou, who is bent on getting a goal at least in open play. Another story for Zakaria is not placing. This is likely to be retracted off the game. You can see the signal from the medical team. He'll be disappointed as a player not to continue in this game. And certainly, he cannot continue this way. But there it is. Absolutely, he cannot even walk. Just look at it. There was an incident. Also, this was the quick flash from Mumuni. One of the biggest opportunity that fell the way this second half. And they failed to make it really count. That was just pushed over. Oh, that's it. Lifted out. And the expression all over his faces tells it all. He will have to continue, but his fits will give him that breathing space, at least to continue in his classic match. Paul Yeboah, Mumuni. KARELA has the advantage. Here's Biafi. Fatal. Sends an swinger into the box again. The grip man manages to have the better wrist man. Here's Kunedu. The Costa. You can see just green sheet all over him. Lacking it. Helping Patton at the moment. Decides to bring it back to his keeper. And he'll have to start all over again. That's Mate. Ismail Dede, and it's blasted away by Paul Yeboah. Again, moving into that space. Zachary Mumuni as well. Da Costa, nobody, absolutely nobody to be saved. Fatal wins it. It's still Fatal. Biafi looking to pick Fatal again, but he's been intercepted. Oh, the supply has been cut. Again, 1-on-1 with Gariba. Can he beat him? Mumuni, he's got a fit. Mumuni decides to go for the long hit. Oh, that is a classic hit. But once again, fails to meet the standard to beat goalkeeper Nasiru. Just look at a hit. As Anane gets ready to come in. As well as so that's Anane coming in for KARELA in the 52 sets.
Player number 45, Rafiu Mohammed replaces player number 10, Eric Riapidakwa. Player number 52, John Anane is also on for player number 17, Jibril Nuruddin. And substitution for goal kick, player number 30.
Zachary always injured, has been replaced
by player number 8.
By the man in the head jersey as KARELA tried to get into their box. With introduction of Sadiq Bawa for golden kick. Zachary fails to continue the game. One big 20 minutes left in this exchange. We're just eagerly waiting to see who's going to break the deadlock. So that's a confirmation of the substitution for you. Also bringing it forward, looking for a bit of support. Has Floudet. Just green shirts decides to bring it back, and yes, Paul Yeboah lining up a long shot, and again it's taken by Nasir. That was really, really inspiring stuff from this. Golden kicked him.
No foul, no foul.
It's a confirmation of those substitutions for you. And here was a hit from Paul Yeboah a few minutes ago. Well taken by Nasir. Took his time to lace that one. And Sanani straight into his marker. Wins the sympathy of the referee. So the man who's just came in. Let's doing the chase in with booming it. Let's be in the corporates. That's Fatal stuck behind that one. And you can see KARELA have really pushed men up front to see if they can take the needed advantage from this set piece. Lifted across. Abubakar will chase it. They have the train advantage. That's a long throw into the channel. Los Mumuni. That's Sadiq Bauer. Fatal. This is going to be a long hit. And the captain has over ambitious head from the skipper. Yes, he could have done better. Now we look to be going for another cooling break at the moment. As we build up to the 7 p.m. game between Asante Kotoko and True Democracy FC on the same venue. Or you can see this match officials also having a very, very exciting period. But Golden Kick having a few words with your head coach on the touchline. Well, interestingly, the assistant referee for today's game happens to be Joseph Tay. Oh, he's a master student at the Kumasi Technical University, reading procurement and supply chain management. And it tells you that they've got the credentials to handle today's game. Fourth official, Alex Mwabi, who just completed Xavier Senior High School in his business students, but he hails from Esiakwa in the central region of Ghana. Yes, Golden Kick walking forward. That's well to bring that one off. But it's a yellow card decision, and that's Mumuni. And it's Hanani who just lies on the turf in deep pain. The man who was introduced in the second half a few minutes ago. You can see that must be really, really painful. So Zacharias, yellow card. As KARELA once again will begin it all over. That's a big whip up front. An advantage you stay with the away side in this fixture. 15 minutes left to be played. Yep, we're back to Gripman. Sadek Baba. That's Mate. Back to Kofi Saba. With a walking pace. And you can see his colleagues signaling him to drive it up front. They've not got time by their side as he tries to pick Bless Egi. Egi managing to keep possession. Draws it back to find Yabwa. On the left-hand side. Whips it in. It loses everybody. But there's a big chance from Abubakar on the far left-hand side. That's Mumoni. And Golden Kick once again defending. Sadek, yes, Mumoni. 1-on-1 against Fatal. Just wondering who was trying to pick out the far side. But it's KARELA. Once again, the attack really breaking down with the way that ball was struck up front. Yes, Da Costa Owusu. Mate. And he wins the free kick. And it's Ismail Dede, where's the culprit? Just watch it once again. That's a clever play. Bit his marker. But Ismail Dede just flashed his hand off his fist. And he gets into the book of the referee. Well, free kick to Golden Kick. As we see if they can really join their other colleagues from the same zone at Trump Nevisi in the semi-finals. Although be stopped by the Premier League side, KARELA United. Nice of Bentum. Joining in that attacking onslaught within KARELA's box at the moment. Let's see as we wait for this free kick. Confirmation of Ismail Dede's free kick. Yellow card, I beg your pardon. There's a bit of push.
Hi viewers, how well are you informed about the general knowledge of the world? Current affairs, history, English, sports and more. Introducing the Metro Quiz Show. Who said it always seems impossible until it is done? George.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Forget the money.
Professor Nelson Mandela.
William, 3 points for you and another 30 Ghana cedis. Currently, Africa's highest paid footballer. William.
Mohamed Salah.
Forget the money. Alright? Forget the money.
Former Man City player, Riyad Mahrez.
More money for your wallet. Over to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Metro Quiz Show.
Celebrating hard work, commitment, dedication, and impact. The Metro Sports Awards 8 in 8 seeks to identify and reward the 8 most impactful sports personalities the last 8 years. Visit our website and all social media platforms to cast your votes. The nominees are Honorable Isaac Esiama, former sports minister; Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, former sports minister; Dr. Ben Asante, President, Ghana Hockey Federation and former CEO, Ghana Gas; Robert Tetekoma, CEO, Wembley Sports Construction; Herbert Mensah, President, African Rugby Union; Dr. Kwamichi, Director, Nations FC and former board chairman, Asante Kotoko; Moses Ama, President, Mediama Sporting Club; Dr. Richard Incenture, President, Samatex FC; Dr. Randy Abe, GFA ESCO member and President.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Please, next time, can you put it in the dustbin?
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'll not do that again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Girl, how are you? I'm fine. I've really missed you. I've missed you too.
So far.
I know, right? Thank you. Auntie Naya.
Yes, dear.
Uncle Kofi.
Yes, dear.
All you've been teaching me about sanitation, I've been teaching my friends at school, and it has been absolutely great.
Really? Wow.
That's a great impact you're making now.
Sure. Keep it up, girl.
Okay.
Sure.
Auntie Naya, I need to tell you something. If we want to be successful as a people, we need to be aware of the importance of sanitation.
That's true.
That's true. You're right, Amma. You're right. That's true. Naya, do you know?
Oh, a bit sad for Zakaria. Mumuni. Well, it's a matching order. 2 yellow cards. And that's a stretch red. That's the big man walk into the dressing room. He was one of the players that is expected to at least this Gordon kickside into Dreamland. And unfortunately, here he is walking
Player
out.
number 77 of Golden Cake, Zakaria Momoni, has been sent off for a second yellow card.
Absolutely. This is a pointing staff. And there seems to be a lot of confusion galore at the moment. A lot of disagreement. Obviously, we'll be inflating the additional time that will be added on by the referee. A good in kick. Would have to have a bit of wet with the head coach on the touchline, Fifi Packer. That's the experience. Zakaria Mawani has been sent off. The man who have played for Wafa, played for Adriana Stars, plays for AS Victor in the DRC, Also plays for DMIC. He'll score 5. Or arguably the most experienced player for this golden kick side. So golden kick have been reduced to 10 men as they play the remaining minutes of the 90 minutes. That's a big news for KARELA if they can really take advantage of that. And if nothing extraordinary happens, it means that we'll have to separate the boys from the men via the penalty spot.
Substitution by golden kick player number 33, Joshua Hussaini, replaces player number 8, Sadiq Bawa. Player number 44, Baba Damo, is also on for player number 13, Paul Yeboah.
So that's double substitution for KARELA. For golden kick instead, with the man who's just been introduced less than 10 minutes, Sadiq Bawa, being retracted. Well, Joshua Hussaini coming in. And it tells you that the intention of golden kick is to really defend. They are out in this last few minutes of the game. But yet they've got a free kick. Left-hand dip. It's well taken care of. That's Joshua. And that's his first touch since coming in. That is Tete. Here's Sanani for KARELA. Trying to drift into the middle and waste the advantage. And you can see there's a bit of urgency for this KARELA United side, who now feels like they've got the upper hand to sting this golden kick side. Fatal. We'll place it for Fatal again, but unfortunately couldn't keep it on the turf. Cross the sideline. We've done almost 90 minutes. But you're expecting that's going to be big minutes added on. Unless from that incident that we saw. It's a huge kick. And it's KARELA's advantage at the far side, halfway. And he'll pick it up. It's to be a long throw in up front. Benton keeps it on the turf. Referee asking that it should be taken to the spots at Abdul Latif. That's Rufai. And here's Rufai Mohammed. That's Abdul Latif. KARELA really taking the game now to golden kicks. That's Fatal. Here's Sanani. And that's a poor decision. That's Raya. Abubakar. That's another long hit. Looking for his talisman. That's Joshua. But again, clever play from Abdul Rahman Yahya. At least to contain his man.
We'll be doing a minimum of 6 minutes.
Also 6 minutes of additional time here at Babaya Sports Stadium. And if nothing happens, then we're heading straight for the penalty shootout to separate these two teams. That's Da Costa. That's got a bit of support. And the man in the 45 set was just looking for it. Adumba on the side to hit it back. Yes, Mate. And that's a free kick. KARELA still bringing it forward. That's a ground that's set across the right hand side for Fatal. And left it locked into Golden Kick's box. Met by Anani. It's just too long for him to. Only Zakonti. And Golden Kick will say thank you. Saba with a long drive up front, trying to pick. Adumba fails to pick him. That's lovely play. It's Golden Kick. Not the best of pass. Good some Golden Kick. There's a big opportunity. Oh my goodness. From Da Costa, and Nasiru makes that excellent save. Yes, Abdul Latif for KARELA, bringing it forward. And you can see Golden Kick now playing like wounded lions after their talisman was sent off. Oh, it was a moment you thought Golden Kick should have just taken the lead. Just watch it again. Also Da Costa started it all by himself. Here's Da Costa once again. And then so bring it onto the far left hand side. And it's Golden Kick causing a bit of havoc. Da Costa, he has big trouble! Oh my goodness! How did he miss that? Unbelievable, isn't it? That would have been a real story and a real end to this game. That's Biwa Dintete, brought it in. Less onto his path by Da Costa also. And some way, somehow, fails to notch it in. And stuff here. And that's a long drive from KARELA's talisman in the middle. Just look at it. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. And he just flashed it wide. Yes, Tete. That's Da Costa. Looking for Biwadin once again, who is trying to create a bit of room. This is the moment that KARELA Golden Kick has been waiting for Fatal. And you can see this Golden Kick side lacking so much experience in this dynamics of the game. Not playing like they've got a man down, isn't it? And a lack of concentration for this team is costing them so much loss in this additional time. Last few seconds. And we might probably be heading to the penalty spot. Yes, KARELA charging for it. Anani opening up. But there's a big opening up on the far side. KARELA, oh my goodness, hits the woodwork. Clever stuff. It's agony upon agony for the two teams. one in, flash it wide, and KARELA creates the crossbar. And that's the end of the story here. 90 minutes, nothing separates the two teams. And we would have to pick some expression from the penalty spot. Mate seems to be on the ground. In some big trouble. That's Da Costa also instead. Just watch this miss. Takes all the work by himself. He was in Tete. Just still trying to really phantom how he was able to strike that one wide. Looking at his positioning. It's unbelievable. Even from a commentary position, and how much more for the fans who are really enjoying this game from Jamestown and its all environs. And you can see he knows it. He could have done better. And just look at the second one. Fatal really intercepting that experienced defender. This was again started all over by Joshua, brought it in. And now Sadumba lost concentration a bit, only to give away that glorious opportunity. And really caused a bit of problem. That's Adamu limping at the moment. You can see Fatal bringing it across. What has been well watched. So that certainly ends it. It's over between these two sides. And we heading straight for the penalty shootout to separate these two teams. What a conclusion to this game. The last 10 minutes have been proper dramatic here at the Bavaria Sports Stadium.
Shootout. And at 7 p.m. we have the final.
And you can understand why most of the players, including Kofi Saba, cannot believe his eyes when they miss those glorious opportunities. And KARELA themselves cannot just believe how they themselves also fluffed those big opportunities that they created. But they've got to really applaud this Golden Cake side, who've been very stubborn in this season's MTN FA Cup after giving most of the Premier League big boys very tough time. Suffolk was one of them.
What's your vibe this weekend? Are you having lunch with your clique?
We are going to have a real talk between both coaches, Nordin Amaldo and Fifi Paka, between his players.
The workers at the site this weekend.
Nice to see.
Money to your mother, your auntie, Ajua, or
also be kicking the penalty.
Whatever vibe you have to.
But it's just a big moment. A lot of pressure now on this.
Yes, it's free of charge.
Players will be selected to take this penalty. Will be ties you if you blast it wide from the penalty spot. You always don't want to be the villain at the end. Well, we saw Atram Nevisa win it from the penalty spot yesterday. And let's see. You've got in kick FC can follow. And your first step. Or will it be KARELA for the first time? No, cause a bit of problem. We'll reminding you that we've got a big game coming up at 7 p.m. between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and True Democracy FC as the two skippers. Let's have that chit-chat with the centre referee, Altinia Kingsford, and to decide which side they are going to take this penalty kick from. And who is going to start first? That's Fatal and Gripman, and you can see the two of them beaming with so much smiles. And those smiles will be kept on your face for just some few seconds. And it will be a straight face when they take their turn to take those penalties.
The money I sent to Ajua in school, no charges, even paying my delivery, no charges.
You can see the likes of Abdul Latif,
I mean, no charges.
Fidas Mohammed.
My Momo app was a great move. Every weekend, transactions.
Oh, but the big question is the fact that can Nasiru Abdul Kareem cause a bit of magic for his side. The big man in between the stakes for KARELA.
All your Momo transactions every weekend. Just Momo it.
He's kept them in today's game several times. And it's now time to really finish the business from the penalty spot. So the first person will just be getting ready to take it as we have the two goalkeepers joining the match officials as they take a bit of instruction from them. And it's that moment that you expect Kofi Saba at least to once again show his quality, the quality that the nine has to for. They sit up to the table. It's what most of their fans back home on Jamestown and all those environs will be expecting this man to deliver those heroic moments we saw at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium in the round of 16. Also looks like Nasiru Abdul Kareem is the man going between the two sticks first. The KARELA United goalkeeper. And it's Bewadin Tete, the man who missed from open play. Will be the first one to take golden kicks penalty. So let's see if he can send the goalkeeper the wrong way. Bewadin, and it's in. Golden kick takes the lead from the penalty spot. Excellently struck. And goalkeeper Nasiru sent the wrong way. Now Division 1 side takes the lead. And it's Fatal Mohammed. So that was a penalty we saw. Was taken from Bewadin to give golden kick the lead. As Fatal walks to this one, picks it up. Let's see if he can cross that one out. And he, I'm sure, will be telling himself in his mind, he will love to lead by example. And there's a first serve there from Kofi Saba. I just story about this man who stopped Hasselhoff from the penalty spot. And he has just started. And KARELA sports one from the penalty spot. Watches direction and move the right way to at least prevent it. And his golden kick at least to increase their tally. And it's David Amuzu, the man who has been elected to do that. The former great Olympics man, can he increase the tally? And he hits it in. Golden kick makes it to via the penalty spot. It's personal, isn't it? Let's just watch him. Not in a hit startle. Took his position and just buried beyond the reach of goalkeeper Nasir Abdul Karim. And there's the man in the 21 jersey for KARELA. That's Abdul Rahman Yaya. And the centre back, and it's in. Well thinking, exquisite. He squeezes it into the far post. And KARELA gets one. Just look at the centre back. Relax his neck a moment before taking that huge step towards it. And he buries it beyond Kofi Saba. This time around, he says no to the golden kick goalkeeper. And KARELA's hopes of staying intact in this penalty shootout have just been lifted by Gariba. And Adumba. Adumba is in. Golden kick. Strikes and struck well once again. And it's the centre forward, Kofi Adumba, who makes it 3 for them. And it's Abdul Latif for KARELA United. How about just watch this one a moment again. It's buried very wide on the mark of the goalkeeper. There's a defensive midfielder up the save. Oh, exquisitely well thinking. How about that for a kick? Crazy stuff, isn't it? And it's becoming a marathon of penalty we are looking to have at the moment, with the way these two teams are really taking their penalties exquisitely. And golden kicks still have the advantage. And here's Joshua Husseini. A lot is expected of this man in a 33 jersey. Will be expected to make it forward. It's in. Golden kicks too. When are they going to miss at all from the penalty spot? And that's well mastered. Can they make it 4? And who makes it 4 is Joshua Husseini. On sources, number 2, the camera. And tells you of his quality. And that's the man who came in the second half. Alassane Adamu. But if Kofi Saba set this one, that is the end of the story. Oh, one taken into the far post. And KARELA's hopes stay intact. That's the pressure mount on golden kicks. Last penalty taker. Look at Adamu Alassane, buried beyond Kofi Saba. Well, this man has the entire dream of a team on his shoulders. It's Kofi Bentu, the man in the 27 jersey. And the big question is, can Edward Bentu get it right? The right back for the first time. If he scores, we'll say FA Cup, and there he does it. What taking? Oh, what a story to this quarterfinals of the MTN FA Cup. And it's a Division 1 side who are suspended in the Access Bank League, but in the MTN FA Cup, they just don't know retreats. They will not surrender. Not even to the might of House of Folk. And KARELA have been added to the tour list. And Jamestown will party into the night from all over from Accra. But just look at the calm before the storm. Push it into the middle. And Nasir Abdul Karim sent the wrong way. And Golden Cake will party and party all night as they head into top half for the finals of the season's MTN FA Cup.
Golden Cake are the second team into the third team, I beg your pardon, into the semi-finals after Trump Division and Brecum Chelsea booked their places.
Well, interestingly, they've got in the likes of Brecum Chelsea or Trump Division in the semi-finals with a last ticket on stake when Asante Kotoko takes on True Democracy FC at 7 p.m. So it just tells you that Trump Division will be taking on Golden Cake in the semi-finals. It will be an all Division 1 affair in that fixture. And they really will applaud their fans for traveling so much miles all the way from Accra to show their support behind them. Wall taking again.
At the Barbara Sports Stadium.
And you can see the stadium beginning to fill to capacity.
This weekend, are you having lunch with your clique this weekend? Are you watching a football game at your favorite pub or paying towards your school?
Well, it's full time here at the Barbara Sports Stadium in the 10th MTN FA Cup quarter-final clash between KARELA United and Golden Cake. And it's Golden Cake that wins on penalty 5-4 as they pick the final ticket into the semi-finals as we cross over to the pitch side where Najee and Gattuso are standing by.
It's all over Abekumase Babayara Sports Stadium. This is the MTN FA Cup quarterfinals, and it was between Golden Cakes and KARELA United. And of course, Golden Cakes won by 5-3 on penalties. I have Coach Nuruddin, head coach for KARELA United. Coach, are you disappointed with the penalties?
Yeah, penalties, I'm not disappointed. It can go either way. You do train penalties, but you still can go and play and then play wayward. So penalties there, it can go either way. I think that
both sides created a lot of chances.
Yes.
Your side also created.
Yeah,
they had a big moment, but I couldn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, goal scoring is a problem. I mean, if you recall, in all our away matches, sometimes you cannot even score in an away game, and in home too is very difficult. Goal scoring is a nationwide problem. So we are still working on it. I think that this will give us for position to, concentrate on the league.
So what is next for KARELA United?
Yeah, we have to concentrate on the league. That is more important to us. Because even if we have proceeded, we can't go along with you. Because we are struggling, so we need to have we don't need to have a divided mind. We need to have a full concentration on the league so that we can escape relegation.
Wishing you all the best in your
other
games. Okay, so that's Coach Nuruddin, head coach for KARELA United. And I have Coach Fifi is here with me. He's the head coach for Golden Cakes. Congratulations once again. You've done it for another Premier League side. What do you have to say?
Thank you for having me once again. I think this is what we're here for. We came here to entertain the fans and the most importantly winning the game, and we have done that.
You guys created a lot of chances, squandered a lot of chances, and you were not able to find the back of the net. What really was the problem?
Yeah, actually, the boys really disappointed me because our transition was a bit slow, but yet we tried to create numerous chances. But it's one of the things that happen in the game. You know, sometimes you have to create, sometimes you have to take chances, sometimes you have to miss it. But I'm not happy that they wasted it. We should have won this game with a massive win, not like going forward.
You are
with
through to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Are you winning the MTN FA Cup this season?
Yeah, it will be a great achievement to win the FA Cup competition. So we are moving, like I said earlier. So we are going to prepare for the. Hopefully, we will get there.
Thank you very much, Coach Fifi Paka. Coach Fifi Paka is the head coach for Golden Kicks. They are through to the semi-finals. Don't forget that it's Zali 7 p.m. There's another game. Kumasi Asante Kotoko will be hosting True Demo right here at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. We're live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, live on Alpha TV, live on Adum TV, and of course Joy Prime, as well as on Original 91.9 FM. Najid is here, but I have the man of the match. Da Costa is here with us. Da Costa,
so Da Costa can
join us, and let's find out. Yes, man. Da Costa, congratulations, man of the match. When you're man of the match, back on so Sanji, then it was secret.
Oh, me the GP, me secret. I make it say anything. Born to the first one, the Kaka say, I do match there. And see me the GP is a man of the match.
Okay, so Mark with through to the semi-finals. We share ball, I'm a boy, stringing your passes together. We are well organized. For some move to me, FA Cup, no.
Oh, you bet magic, of course, you bet magic. Say share match the shower, it's young the best show. The next match, GDC baby.
Okay, Da Costa, yeah, that's congratulations, and we are second man of the match back against Accra Folk and Hassan Beji. Congratulations, Da Costa. Da Costa is the man of the match, and he's so excited. He was saying, and they have the belief that, the way looking at the way they're playing, they can lift the MTN FA Cup trophy. Najid, it's all over. This is the first game. The second game will come on at exactly 7 p.m. Kumasi Asante Kotoko versus Through the Mobile. This game in particular, what have you learned from the game, Najee?
I told you from the beginning that Okuma Kasie, that is the name of Golden Kicks, because they did it to Accra Suffolk, and now look at what they've done to KARELA United. So to me, I think that they are on the verge of winning the MTN FA Cup. Are we going to see another surprises? Because we saw FC Nani FC coming all the way from the first division, winning that cup. So I think that Golden Kicks are also on the way, maybe to lift the MTN FA trophy.
Okay, so let's talk about the second game. Kotoko versus True Demo, Najee. It's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be a cracker. It's going to be a big game. So if you are home watching right here in the Ashanti region, especially in Kumasi, just join us at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. That's Kotoko versus True Demo. But Golden Kicks are through to
now. Golden Kicks are through. Bekum Chelsea are true, Atram Divisa are true. So we are waiting for the battle between True Democracy and Kumasi Krobia Asante Kotoko. You know, True Democracy, they came with almost 40 buses. So imagine they are here for business, but I'll not take anything away from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Let's see whether the Pokopan is going to win or democracy is going to prevail.
All right, so we're going to have a short break. When we come back, we'll be preparing for the next game, Kotoko versus True Demo. Big shout out to our proud sponsors. That's MTN, and they say what everywhere
you go.
That's the sponsors for the MTN FA Cup. To the Ghana Football Association, big ups to yourself, and also to Alpha Media for organizing this production. And it's live on Metro TV, Original TV, and of course Adum TV and Joy Prime. Net2 TV is also picking it live, and Original 91.9 FM. I'm hearing Sporty FM in Accra, and of course in Kumasi they've also picked the MTN FA Cup quarterfinals. To everybody who made this possible, just sit down, relax, and wait for the next game at 7 p.m. and that will be Kotoko versus True Demo. My name is Gideon Ochedim Gatuso is the power 7. I did this with Najid. Wait till 7 p.m. We will be back. Thanks for watching.